So in this video I want to show you exactly how you can land your very first paying client online. I know for a lot of people watching this video that are in this space, they're online, maybe they have their service, maybe they have their offer, they want to be able to land their very first paying client online, right? I'm going to show you exactly the easiest way to be able to do that. I do want to preface though that this is usually mainly who I'm targeting for this video, only people who will offer any kind of education or coaching service, right? People just starting out in that regard who want to be able to sell their skills. But if you're not exactly doing this, you can still really apply this video. It's really going to be helpful for you to be able to get your very first client online. I remember my very first client online, good times, right? So I want to show you exactly how you can do that in this video. So if you watched the video just before this that I posted, essentially, if you followed exactly what I showed you, you'll already have your offer, right? This is already something you're going to have. You'll already have the program curriculum, especially if you're doing any kind of coaching service, whatever. You'll already have the curriculum, which is super important. You'll also, again, with that, have a clear way to receive payments and onboard students, which we went over in the last video. If you don't know about these things, and these are not things that you have currently that you've established, go to the past video, right? It's Skills to Cash. You'll probably just see it in the thumbnail. Just click on that video and watch it fully so you could know exactly because you can't even get clients before you even do this, right? Because you're not going to be able to get payments from them. So if you have that, what we just talked about, the offer, the program curriculum, and a clear way to receive payments and onboard students, the only really thing missing between you and making money is actual clients. Being able to get clients, be able to get people that are interested in whatever you have to offer and paying you, right? That's really the missing step, as you can see, to be able to get money. Before I get on to that, don't click off this video thinking that getting clients means, mass content posting. You have to post 5 times every single day on every single platform to be able to get clients. Because I know if I told you that, you probably click on this video, you're not being interested, right? So it's not about that. It's not also becoming the next big influencer. You don't need tens or hundreds of thousands of followers to be able to make this work, right? It definitely helps, but you don't definitely need that kind of following. Absolutely not, right? And I'll show you exactly why. You don't also need to be spending thousands on paid advertisements to be able to get a client. That definitely doesn't. Definitely isn't the move for you. And also, you don't need to be begging people to pay you to work with you, right? Hassling them every single day to be, please pay me, please because become my first client, right? That's exactly not what we want, right? But don't also think that there's a magical way for you to be able to get clients with absolutely no effort, right? Because it is going to require some kind of effort. It's going to require some kind of persistence. But if you do kind of go through that persistence or whatever, and you get your first clients, then it's pretty much just going to get the ball rolling, right? So here's exactly how you go about it. For people who really just are starting out, the very first thing you want to do and you want to leverage is your close contacts. And what I mean by close contacts is people who you already know, right? Maybe that's Instagram followers with your little small social media account or medium Instagram account for that matter. Maybe phone contacts, colleagues, friends, whatever. It's maybe also people who have asked for help before, right? So if any people in this kind of ecosystem of followers or phone contacts or colleagues, friends, maybe that have asked you for help in the past, what I want you to do is actually help them, right? It could be calls, whatever it could be, but just help them get a specific result, or get to the next step, right? You can either charge for it, you can do it for free, whatever, but just helping people out and getting a feel on how you're actually going to help people out is going to be the best way. And as well with that, you're going to be able to get testimonials, which are super important, right? So that guy is probably going to get some help, he's going to be satisfied, and then he can record you a quick video and give you a testimonial, which is, again, going to be super important, right? So that's the very first thing. You want to be able to leverage people who are around you. They probably want some help, right? You're really good at something, maybe you're interested in it, maybe you're in shape and, your friend's asking you, how do you get in shape? Help him first, right? For example, right? Then here essentially are the two methods to be able to get clients, right? And this is pretty universal on how people get clients in general, right? On the online space, there's pretty much 2 ways. Either organic client acquisitions, so getting, clients through social media channels. I know there's a bit more than that, but you can get clients through there. Or there's paid client acquisition, where essentially you're paying a platform. I put Instagram in this matter, but you're paying a social media platform to be able to get clients, right? Or get people to view your stuff, right? So these are the 2 ways, right? And I'll get into why, which is better and all the positive and negatives as well, right? So for the organic client acquisition, essentially it will help you get money. It will help you get clients, with no money, right? So you'll be able to get clients, and because it's free posting on social media, you're not going to have to spend money, and you're going to be able to get clients. Now, are those clients going to come fast? It depends on what kind of content and how good you are at that specifically, right? With organic client acquisition, you also have pre-sold, right? I'll mark it right here with the pen. Pre-sold buyers, meaning that when someone's willing to take the next step with you, it's because they've been seeing your content for a while. They've seen a few pieces of content. They already know you. They already know about your story. They already know about kind of what you do or what you're good at. So you have just people coming to you that are, ready to pay you, which is really, really good, right? Pre-sold buyers. Um, Organic client acquisition or just doing content in general honestly is a must-have for any kind of education or coaching business. So if you're thinking you're going to be able to do this successfully with zero posting content, it's going to be very, very hard for you. It's possible, but it's going to be very, very hard. And the competition is just going to outrun you, right? So you want to have some kind of content online. It's just going to help you for your education or coaching business that you want to start, right? Again, client acquisition really pairs in nicely with ads. This meaning that whenever you're going to do advertisements, which I'm going to show you how that looks like, it's going to really pair it in well because you're going to have both sides of things, and people that come from your paid are going to be able to go to your content and look at what you do, know about you, etc. Right? So that's really good as well. Then on the paid client acquisition side of things, you can basically reach a target audience directly because you're paying the platforms. You can tell them exactly who you want to reach out to or who you want to get in contact with, right? And it's also going to be way quicker because you're not depending on the algorithm to be able to get clients. You're just simply paying to get views, right? So it's going to be a bit quicker on that regard, but again, it is going to cost some money, right? So the strategy with that is you want to start posting content because we've established that, both are good and both have their unique points. I'm going to show you exactly the method that I would use. But first, if you're thinking about the content side of things, this is an exact strategy, right? And I'm actually going to use my accounts, for example, to really give you an idea of what it looks like. So the first one and the first type of content you want to do is educational. Obviously, if you're starting one of these businesses, it means that you have a skill. It means that you have something that you're good at. So you can make content on helping people with tips and tricks about your skill or things you've been able to learn the hard way, whatever that's educational. When you're speaking to it, you're going to help out somebody else, right? Value, we call this free value. Then this is exactly what you want to do type of content, right? And this is exactly what you can see right here. I'm showing a strategy that I use and I'm telling exactly how to do it. So it's pretty educational, right? Opinions or, just the way you think is also really good because people are going to start trusting you more as well. They're going to trust your opinion, and you're not just some people just, reading off your script on exactly some educational content. You want to mix in with the opinions as well. And then journey, story, or you. This is basically just more you. Like this is one of the posts I have here, just speaking my mind and talking with my client. I onboarded in that kind of stuff, right? So you also want to showcase this, where you were, where you are now. Talk about you. Could be, non business related stuff. Could be just about you, your personal life, whatever that is. And this basically goes for YouTube as well. It's basically the same thing. I have a bunch of, as you can see, educational stuff. Here I have my opinions. I have me as well. This is more educational stuff. So as you can see, I'm doing a mix, which is really the best, right? And I don't have, hundreds of thousands of followers because, for my specific niche, I don't need 100,000 followers, for example, right? I just need the right followers following me. And it's a pretty niche thing, what I'm currently doing as well, right? And then the frequency of all this, right? The more the better when it comes to content. Obviously, if you give more reps in, you give more of your time to platforms, the likelihood of them promoting your stuff is higher. But it still has to be quality, right? You don't want to be posting bad stuff as well. For the frequency that I recommend, if you want to do 5 reels per week, so Instagram reels is just the videos like this, and I'm doing a mix again of the 3 I just showed you. That's really good. 1 or 2 YouTube videos per week. I currently would do 1 per week, and then basically just reposting everything like the reels on TikTok. That would be the strategy in itself. Which, if you do this and you stick to it for a few months and you always get better, you're going to start seeing clients come through the door for your offer, right? No doubt about it. You just have to be consistent and not be discouraged within the first 2 weeks, right? But the big problem for most is that, again, like I just said, you probably just won't be consistent, meaning that you're going to get demotivated. Like I said right here, you'll get demotivated and not be consistent. It's going to lead to one to the other. So you don't want that, right? Because or else you're going to spend a lot of time and it's just not going to work out. And also, you don't know how to make good content because you're not a content creator, because maybe this is something new to you. You're not going to be positioned to really make good content. So it's simply not going to work for most, right? Or it's not going to work for a lot of people, right? Which is not what we want. I want you to, if you're going at this, and when I help people as well get into this properly, if you want my help, DM on Instagram, I can help you out with that. But just being able to help people out start correctly, I want them to be able to succeed as soon as possible, right? And I know for a lot of people, content is not exactly what they want to do, or it's not what they want to put their focus on, or they'd rather just get clients quicker, whatever that is. But again, like I said, it is important to do, even if you're doing something else, right? So here's essentially the solution that I just highlighted right here. It is called the hybrid model, which is basically mixing organic client acquisition, right? So being able to post content, be able to kind of build your personal brand and showcasing you on the internet, which is always going to be a positive, right? If you don't do that, and you want to kind of run this kind of business, you're simply going to get outrun by people who do it, right? So it's super important to do it. I do it, whatever that is, right? And then the paid client acquisition. So being able to mix in both is what's going to create the hybrid client acquisition, right? So it's being able to leverage you posting content and you paying the platforms as well to be able to get clients. That's just going to double up your clients. And I'll show you exactly why and also how to do it. So the hybrid client acquisition for the content side of things, because again, we're doing content. What I want you to do is follow the frequency I gave before and post reels and then repost on TikTok, and also do YouTube videos as well, once or twice per week. So that's what you want to do on the content side of things. It doesn't have to be some super crazy edited videos or whatever. Like I said, you do some simple videos and do it, frequently on that, right? And then what you want to do for the paid side of things, you want to do Instagram ads. This is what I would do, especially if I'm a beginner. I wouldn't go any kind of other type of ads just because it's going to require a lot of budget. And most people don't have that, or you don't know if the actual offer is proven yet. So you don't want to spend a bunch of money on ads that's going to, fly away, right? Also because Instagram ads is the cheapest, it's the most simple, and they help build your personal brand just because you're going to get followers from it, right? People following you. So that's exactly what you want. So here's essentially the checklist, right? You want to have an optimized profile. What an optimized profile means is having the right bio, which I have. If you want to go look at an example, just go look at my Instagram. I'm telling you exactly who I'm helping, some, testimonial about me, and then a call to action with an actual link, something to take action for the next step, right? Then I have also optimized highlights, which showcase, clients, a bit of my lifestyle, which is important, some YouTube videos, and about me as well, right? Also, auto profile means the pin posts. I only have one right here. Usually you can have three, but pin posts are also super important, and there's a way to do that. And if you don't know which kind of post to pin, you can look at other video on YouTube or just simply ask me my Instagram. I'll be able to answer that for you, right? Then what you want to do is run follower ads, right? And if you don't know how to do follower ads, again, DM me on Instagram. I can help you on how to run those, but it's pretty easy to do. It's just setting up a setting where people, when they click on the ad, it just goes to your profile on Instagram, right? And when you're doing these follower ads, this is for any niche, anything you're doing. Because in the past video, we've identified your ICP, exactly who you're going to help. This is the framework you want to follow, right? So you want to do hook, pain points, solution, proof, CTA, right? The hook about your thing, the actual pain points of whoever you're helping, the solution you're offering to them, proof that you've been able to do it or help someone else, and then the call to action, which is basically just follow me here on Instagram, and I can either give you something, I can actually show you exactly how to do this, whatever that is, right? So you want to do an Instagram ad, which can basically look like this. You don't need some crazy editing or whatever. Just you filming yourself, like this in the frame, and speaking it with some subtitles is always going to help, right? Then what you want to do with that is when someone follows you because they're interested in whatever, you want to be, like I said, posting regular content and stories to be able to, what we call, nurture them. So they're going to be able to see you more, and they're going to be able to understand what you do more, right? When someone follows you, what you want to have is a DM conversation with them. So you want to reach out to them if they don't reach out to you first and say like, hey, I saw you, follow me. what got you interested, or that kind of thing, right? Kind of general basic message. And if you want like the full DM conversation, I've been able to do that on another kind of video. So you can just check out that. You also want to be able to send me your YouTube videos that you've been able to do in the DM conversations. That's an option as well if they're not ready yet. And then you want to book them in a call, like we've already seen in the last video on exactly how to do. Just book them on a call, have a conversation with them, and then close them for your program, right? It's really that simple. People make it way more complicated than it is, but again, it is pretty simple. And then again, when it comes to the follower ads and how much money you're putting in paid advertisements in general, you just want to track the metrics, right? So let's say it costs you $10 an ad, and you're able to, get $50 out. Oh, that's an 8, $50 out. Well, then that's good, right? That's what, like, it's a 5x on return, right? So you just want to track your metrics, how much you're putting in and how much you're getting out, right? At the start, maybe it's going to cost you a bit more before you start getting your first client, but the nature of the coaching business is that you're charging way more, right? You're charging a high ticket price. So you can afford to spend more on ads to be able to just get simply one client. So that's exactly what you have to do. So that's exactly how you get your very first client, right? To be able to do this hybrid model. If you want to just go fully organic acquisition, do that. And you're going to make content, you like to speak, do that. If you just want to go paid, you can. But the best one is the hybrid, right? And I've been able to get clients results for exactly that. Some of my clients just do organic client acquisition, some just do paid. So I've really been able to dive into both, but this is really for beginners, what I would say. So if you want help to be able to implement all of this and be able to start your online coaching offer, whatever that is, be able to turn your skill that you have, teach others, and make a lot of money doing it, right? Anywhere from 5 to 30K plus per month, which I have done for my clients. I want you to reach out specifically on my Instagram, DM me. And I can have a conversation, just simply see if I'm actually in a position to help you out, like I've been able to help a bunch of people, right? I think I forgot to show you one of the results we got. Like Katie, who got to 25K a month within her first month with only 600 followers, right? So again, if you're interested in that kind of help and be able to get clients just like this, results just like this, DM me on Instagram, and then we can talk.